Now, back in the land of living, and yeah, looking at this car hunt riot here. And this might look a small bit unusual and a little bit on the rough side. But yeah, I have the game running in a kind of a glitched mode where you use like the handheld graphics in the docked mode. And yeah, that's because this track is really, really bad for performance. And I'll talk more about that after the run and explain how it's done if the run is successful. But yeah, my Vencer Sarthe isn't exactly maxed out either. It's missing 2 of the epic import parts. So I really want to kind of secure a top 5% time in this. And like, I both love and hate this car. I think this is the 3rd Sarthe car hunt riot video that's on my channel. Out of 4 times maybe it was up. But like at the start here, and just like 360ing onto the second ramp. And yeah, it's pretty much just a case of like, as long as you're coming across this bridge at the start of the 210 miles mark, then like, yeah, it's a bit of a success. The start of this is really, really important to get away from the AI as fast as possible. Like, they are just a nightmare to get past. And you notice how frame rate a small bit on the better side here. Open drift and then locking the accelerator to point the car forward. Imperfect onto the tracks on the inside, and you want to make sure and keep some nitro for the corner at the end. So like, you need to have nitro pretty much to go around the edge of that without like going over the rail onto the inside. This slightly lower resolution version is slightly harder to make out when you're going through here, but just dipping down off that barrel ramp give us enough to give a shockwave down this back road then, and just into normal nitro state once you're at the full speed. Here, take it out of nitro state and just stick it into blue nitro along the wall if you can, to try and grind up the speed. If you notice, like, watch the speed on that portion along the wall. You want to get the car as close as possible to like full speed while you're grinding along a wall, which you can do with that blue nitro state. Easy as possible around the last corner. And across the line. Under 143. Oh! I think that should secure me those last 2 epics for this one. But yeah, like at the start there, like you see the run is just a case of like skimming along those 2, like from the ramp onto the barrel ramp, just to throw the car forward as much as possible and to give it the full nitro bar pretty much to get away from the air. Like I said, not perfect across that sand by any stretch of the imagination, but still at the same time, like, this area as well as what I'm talking about, it's such bad performance if you've got the switch running as it normally would. Whereas like if you see, like with mine there, it's just running like as smooth as it can do. Definitely way better, I find, than the normal method. Here, by the way, is also the thing I was talking about. Like, you really can't go over that the inside part of the track there. So just like make sure you're on the right hand side of the track when you see it. Just as you're coming around the corner, don't go over that little hump in the middle, because the car just drops straight down in the speed. And yeah, under 143, 175. There's about, I think, is it 350, 400 or so people at least in that top 5% at the moment. I've been in top 5% for a while now. It's just that, yeah, I really want to secure those last 2 epics for that car. And the leaderboards then, 175th should be okay to. Hey, HS Mark, also doing pretty cool in this. I'm 100 of a second, or 1/10 of a second faster mine. Not bitter about that at all. Congrats to CTE and Alpha Future and Randall as well. I usually kind of place around Randall, like that's not the first time that I've seen you on a spot right above mine. So yeah, pretty cool. And yeah, like I said, I really wanted to finish off this car because like I do really like it. And it's just one of those ones where I'm missing one of the epics in the top speed and one in the nitro. Like, the thing with that is as well, like, you can get those from the Legend store, but I just so don't want to. But yeah, the thing I was talking about here with the actual, like, the lower quality graphics mode on the Switch, and yeah, I'm not really sure if it'll come true on YouTube or not, but the thing about it is, like, the Switch version of this game has a bit of a bug to it, and that is the fact that if you start the game while the Switch is out of the dock, and fully load into the game and then put the Switch into the dock, you'll notice that while it's docked, the car, like, everything about the game basically runs in a way lower detail, and like the car models and stuff, even, like, you can see the grainier kind of detail and stuff on the design, like, and that's the same in game. So apologies again, the fact that the run didn't look perfect, but yeah, the thing about it is when the Switch is running at that lower graphics setting, if you do have it inside the dock, it does seem to work a lot kind of smoother, especially on tracks like Osaka and yeah, the Whirlwind Curve and the Navajo track that this Riot is on. So, like, I did just say I'd try it out for a couple of runs where I've been using it, like, with that way less pretty looking but a lot smoother running version. So if you want to try it out, like I said, just close the game, like, take your Switch out of the dock, and then just pretty much, close the game, open the game while it's out of the dock, load into the game fully, so get to, like, the main menu screen or so, and then just put your Switch into the dock after that, and then give it a try and see. And like I said, some of the courses, like Whirlwind Curve on US Midwest, again, it's got the tornadoes and stuff, that's always bad for performance. Osaka is notoriously bad for performance, and like, there's a few other tracks as well. So, like, doing that kind of workaround trick can get, like, slightly smoother frame rates. It's just that for this one, I wanted to get as good a time as possible, and that's a handy little trick to do that. So hopefully this helps you guys out, and it's good to be back and on my feet. I may have had a jab, which I didn't quite agree with, but at the same time, now I'll be immune to an awful virus, which is cool. So, I'm back. I didn't die. There's a sub button up there, guys, if you haven't clicked that already. HS Mark, that was on the leaderboard as well. Be sure to give him a click. He's coming up on the 1K subscribers as well, and he'll be doing a multiplayer stream tomorrow night. He does some Saturday nights always, so be sure to go and say yo to him from my channel. And up there you've got some indie games for me. I've been taking a look at a game called Horus, which I really need to finish off and throw up there. And then at this side you got something else from my channel. Alright guys, good luck, drive safe, and happy starting.